I'm Cristin Ludlow. I'm here with my husband, Kurt Ludlow. And a lot of people have asked us why we've chosen to work with PetClub 24/7 because being successful business owners in a lot of different areas, there were definitely some really powerful reasons why PetClub 24/7 got our interest and why we paid attention to what was happening. Not only products that work and irrefutable science behind it and countless testimonials and a very generous rewards program that's really helping people who are advocating for others and being a voice. But I really want to start with the timing and the trends because I don't think people understand how perfectly positioned we are with PetClub 24/7.
When you really look at the pet industry, and most people don't know this about the pet industry, but in 2021, it did just over $99 billion. And then in 2022, it jumped up to over $123 billion. And this past year in 2023, it has hit $147 billion. Now, what's incredible about that is all these entities such as Morgan Stanley, many others that understand and business growth and projections are projecting the pet industry will exceed $275 billion to $300 billion in sales by the end of 2030. I really liken this to be like the real estate industry. I feel like if we could go back and buy as much real estate in the past 3 years as we could, we would buy as much as we could no matter how much we might have already purchased. Now, this could maybe be another one of those real estate moments, and that's exciting to me.
In the pet industry, people are really receptive to what's going on. We're all experiencing tons of recalls from products in the pet industry. We're all seeing that our pets are living half as long as they used to, and more pets are getting these ailments and having all of these conditions like allergies and arthritis and cancers at younger and younger ages. And so this is a really big problem that people are experiencing, and our pets are our families. You know, they're our babies. A lot of millennials today are having pets instead of children, right? So the pet industry outpaced the beauty industry last year in the United States. It outpaced the weight loss industry. It outpaced the skincare industry. So that's just an idea of where this is going and growing and why there really is no better time to partner with a company like PetClub 24/7 that's focused on providing all of that for the people that really care and the people that really want it. And you mentioned the mushroom industry as well. You know, having this particular strain of the Coriolis versicolor mushroom is really important because you look at social media and you see mushrooms everywhere. I can't look on any social media platform without seeing multiple ads for mushrooms and hearing people talk about it. And that's really great because people are learning the importance and understanding the benefits of mushrooms and what it can do for the body as natural support. But the challenge is because it's trending, we're seeing a lot of companies coming up with very low quality products, trying to kind of get on that train and ride this wave while it's there. And they have a lot of synthetic additives. There are fillers in it. They're not using very pure or potent strains. So it's so important that, especially in the world of mushrooms, that you're working with a product that has a proven strain. And let me share some stats with you really quickly on the mushroom industry. It's really incredible. In 2023, the mushroom industry in the United States did $30 billion. By 2028, they expect it to grow to $44 billion. So how great would it be to work with a company that has the best mushroom strain that you can get with the irrefutable science behind it and get to participate in growth like that? It's really incredible. And a lot of people also are experiencing what's happening environmentally. I mean, we saw how quickly the world can shut down. Knowing that, people are really beginning to understand how important the immune system is and why we should be supporting it. And the immunotherapy market's growing as well.
Absolutely. It's huge what's happening just in that. And going back to what you said, when we talk about billions of dollars, just to count to $1 million, it takes 13 days if you didn't stop and you did one numeral for every second. to count to 1 billion, it takes over 33 years. That's the magnitude of these industries and what's happening here. But immunotherapy, again, more so than ever, people understand the importance of a healthy immune system due to what we experienced through 2020. And today, that industry alone exceeded globally just over $160 billion this past year. And it is projected to do over $600 billion also globally by the end of 2030.
That's incredible. That blows me away. And it just really shows you that there's a need, that people are looking, that we're rediscovering what has ancestrally been available for our animals and for us. And we're beginning to look for that again and get access to it again because we understand what it can do. And one thing that really attracted us to PetClub 24/7 when we were very first taking a look at it several years ago was the science behind it. Because of course, when you talk to anybody about a product, they're going to tell you ours is the best, highest quality, everyone's going to say their thing is the best. And that makes sense, right? But when we looked at the over 400 studies that were available, these are clinical trials and studies that have been done worldwide by the most reputable organizations in the world, like Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, MD Anderson Cancer Center, Harvard University, Susan G. Komen. I mean, I could go on and on and on. All of these researchers all finding the same thing, that this strain of the Coriolus versicolor mushroom dramatically supports the immune system, and a healthy immune system that's working optimally is the body's first defense, and it also can help the body to self-regulate and course correct what's happening and repair and rebuild and recover whatever's happening in the body. So when we saw all the science that was behind these products and all the research that was behind this particular mushroom, it was really encouraging and gave us a lot of confidence as we're sharing with people, because they don't have to take our word for it. They don't just have to trust us that this is the best. We have hundreds of studies done by researchers much smarter than any of us that prove it and have shown this over several decades, over 30 years. They've been proving this. And
well, I love that it wasn't PetClub Scientific Advisory Board that is paid by PetClub that's saying these great things.
Mm-hmm. It's so powerful. And, that leads us to the way that they decided to introduce these supplements to people instead of trying to give your pet a medicine or a pill. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried to do that before, but it can be really challenging. Like they spit it out and you're like, you have to start back over. So they created a really fun way to give it to our pets, adding it into treats and cookies and handmade gravies and foods, toys that are mineral rich. It's so exciting the way that they decided to introduce this to the world. And then after people saw what was happening with the animals, they were like, well, wait a minute. My dog or my cat or my horse has no idea that there's a mushroom inside of the treat that I'm giving them. And we're seeing all of these improvements within just about a week or so. This mushroom really helps the body. It either works or it doesn't on animals. And so where can we get this same strain of mushrooms? So PetClub 24/7 graciously created a human section on the website where humans can get high quality, pure and potent strains of these same life-enhancing mushrooms and, immune supporting mushrooms. And from that, we now have countless testimonials.
The testimonials are phenomenal. And that was one of the key things when I first looked at this with you, was just all the great things it was doing and how quickly it was doing them. And we know that in business, if you can see results happen quick, it brings a lot of excitement and people start talking, and they really become walking, talking billboards, just like we did as we witnessed all this ourselves. And, I love that we're at a time in our world that everything's going from brick and mortar to click and order, and to be able to get these products out that way is very exciting. But also, for us, when we would go to the store and we would look at all the options that are available in the big box stores, it was overwhelming. And most people, if you're like us, were too busy to spend time to look at the ingredients to know what maybe we were giving to our pets was healthy. And we would choose the package that had all the great vegetables falling from the sky and the best marketing. And, really not knowing that particular brand was doing more harm to them than good. And so it's great that there's a model like this that we can ship directly to the door. It's just a wonderful, wonderful model.
Yeah, and it really doesn't matter if you have the best product in the world that can not only change lives, but also save lives, if the average person doesn't have access to that. How much of an impact can you really make? What significance is there to creating something that's not available to the average person?
Mhm.
And that's something that was incredibly important to Pet Club 24/7. And it really resonated with us when we were making a decision to partner with them, was knowing that we can go look at anything else that's being offered, even on the internet, and compare the price and the cost of these natural supplements to what they were doing with Pet Club 24/7, and know that we were not only giving them the best quality that we're aware of, but that we're also giving it to them at the most affordable price that we possibly could, so that we could positively impact more lives. And on top of that, when your time and your attention are the most valuable things that you own, right? That's the only thing really in our lives that we have control over. And when they shared with us their generosity and showed us the rewards program, at first, we were like, this is incredibly innovative. We don't know anybody else that's offering a program like this that's rewarding advocates in such a way for just taking care of other people, for being a good person and sharing things that are beneficial with other people. So we were blown away by that rewards program. And not only by the aspects of what they were offering, but also taking a look at what's happening in the world right now. There really is a new economy that's kind of emerging out of a response to everything that's been happening in the world. People are understanding there really is no such thing as job security anymore, right? That used to be a term that meant something in the past. People also are realizing that they can look for flexibility. They can work in the ways that they want to work, and they can manage their lives in a new way. And Pet Club 24/7 has really provided a platform that gives people that flexibility and then rewards them for being a voice for those that can't speak for themselves. This compelled us in a major way, because a lot of times when you're ever looking at entering into the business arena, there is some sacrifice that comes along with that. Most of the time, you're going to sacrifice either in cost, you're going to pay a lot of money for a system that's already proven and tested that you can just, that's more turnkey that you can participate in, or you're going to build and develop a system yourself and put a lot of sweat equity into it and invest a lot of your time and your energy into developing that system. But either way, there's a cost that's involved. So when we saw the system that Pet Club 24/7 put together, it really became a no-brainer for us, because we already believed in the mission. We believed in the movement. We saw everything that the products were doing. We clearly saw the vision for where they were going. So we thought, what's the barrier of entry? What's it going to look like to jump into this space? And when we found out that you can actually be a brand advocate and get your own personalized link to be able to refer people to this movement and to these products that are changing so many lives, and it was less than $15 a month, it literally wrinkled our brains. We were like, that's the cost of one aspect of several of the other businesses that we have. Nevertheless, the entire operational costs that are associated with it. And it's already turnkey. They already have the product line. They already have the tools and the resources. They already have proven the concept. I mean, all of it was already done for us. And then on top of that, there were no requirements to purchase any product ourselves. There were no quotas or thresholds. There's no inventory that we have to carry. So it really just made a lot of sense to us. We can clearly see where it was going, and the barrier of entry was so low and the risk was so low that we thought, oh my goodness, anybody can do this. Anybody that this resonates with, that they feel it in their spirit, I want to be a part of this movement, can participate with us at whatever capacity they wanted to. And that was very encouraging for us and gave us a lot of confidence, knowing that as we shared what people were already looking for with them, that they could get involved, and it's not going to stretch anyone beyond their means or put anybody in a compromising position.
You know, anytime you get into business and you can put your heart behind it. You've got some passion into it. And who that isn't an owner of pets can't have that, can't find that. And that's exactly where we were as well. And then, to see just, again, going back to the differences, the changes that we've seen in pets and we've seen in people. This is one of those things that we would do anyway. We would refer anyway.
For free.
And yeah, for free. I mean, it's incredible that the company rewards us for doing something that we would do anyway in the way that they do. And they're helping change the lives of many, many people that just want to put a foot forward and help get it out. Obviously, you can't get involved with something and not do anything and expect to make anything, but the company has a great system in place. And we talk about business in general, and there's a lot of great companies out there that emerge in this space that maybe don't have a great product, but they got a great system. And that company will succeed because of the system, but over time they will fail. Or you have a company that has a great product, but they don't have the right system to help grow that business and help people be successful, and they'll fail. But, PetClub has found the right system in place. They have an amazing app that people get when they get started with PetClub that has just changed the way that this industry is done.
Yes.
I love it. It's simple. It's easy. It's made this industry 90% easier for me anyway, because of exactly what this app has the capabilities to do. Now, on top of it,
I was going to say, absolutely get it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love it. On top of it, you're always throwing things in there like that. On top of it is their revenue share program. And that's just one aspect of the many ways that this company is rewarding people. But this revenue share program is, for me, being in this industry for over 25 years now, I've never seen anything like it. And it gives people the ability at a very low threshold to tap in the gross revenues of the company, almost like ownership in the company. And just at 12,000 in cells, and obviously people can learn more about this. It's an incredible check.
Who else is doing that? Who else is rewarding people as if they were an owner of a global company? It just shows the generosity and the hearts of the co-founders of PetClub 24/7, and it speaks volumes to what their true goal is and what their true mission is.
People can join today, get to work, and some people have done it in a matter of months and less, and some have taken more time. But to be able to get that additional check coming in on top of all the other commissions and bonuses that the company is paying out is just super exciting.
It's awesome. And with everything that's happening in the world as well, I think people are more intentional today with where they're spending their money and who and what they're supporting. And so what a great gift that we have to be able to redirect spending that's already happening anyway to pure-hearted providers who are then redistributing those resources among good people and everyday families like our own. That really impacts things on a local level. It's just such a great model. And in my opinion, the most rewarding way to do business. It gives a lot of meaning to the work that we're doing. And PetClub 24/7, goodness, we have, like you mentioned, an app that we can share content and products and all different types of valuable information and helpful ideas with people. We have a website that's personalized for us, and all we do is educate people. We refer them to these better options that are going to give them better results anyway. And then PetClub 24/7 generously gives us 15 to 20% referral commission on all of the purchases that are made through our website or through our app. It's helped to put a lot of families into more positive situations, which I think is their ultimate goal in their hearts. And then on top of that, they've even created an additional designation where someone can choose to be an influencer, participate at a greater capacity, and then they have access to additional commissions and bonuses like the revenue share bonus, where everyday people, just for hitting a certain milestone of volume, can get paid as if they're an owner of PetClub 24/7 Global.
And doing what they should do anyway.
Exactly. Doing what we should do anyway. Just being a good human being, right? Like
absolutely.
Sharing good stuff with people that we care about.
Systems are important, and systems create predictability. And if you have a predictable track to run on, we can put a predictable outcome for people to get involved with us. And that's one of the biggest things that I see with Pet Club is we have a system that can create predictability.
Yeah.
And it's very exciting, along with everything else that we have in place to help people be successful here in working towards our mission of what we want to accomplish in Pet Club.
And as you shared earlier, with the direction and the trajectory of all of these verticals that Pet Club 24/7 is aligned with, there is no better time to lock arms with us than right now, right? What do we always say? The best time to do something is yesterday.
Absolutely.
But we don't have yesterday. That's already gone. But we do have right now. And so for people that want to be a part of this and that really want to join us in this mushroom revolution as it continues to expand throughout the world. We're currently shipping to 24 countries, and that's growing rapidly. And so we want to encourage people, if this is resonating with them and this really is igniting something inside of their spirits, now is the time. Lock arms with us now, and you can be a part of this growth and this expansion. And you can look back 10 years from now and see all of the goodness that's happened in your wake and look back and say, wow, look at all these lives that were changed because I made the decision to say yes. I felt inspired and I made the decision to say yes. And I went out and I shared something great. And now we can look back and see all of the good that was accomplished through that. I hope that this was helpful for people, kind of walking them through how we made the decisions that we made. And again, I can't say enough, this is the best decision that we've ever made to be a part of this movement that's happening. And
hands down.
It's been very, very rewarding. So we just encourage people, lock arms with us, and they'll see really, really quickly why a lot of people are calling Pet Club 24/7 the most powerful company in the industry.